matchup number 5 of the season between these two foes, Boston and Montreal, getting set to go here in Lowell. Montreal has been in first most of the season. Boston has been on a run over their last 11 games, capturing points in 10 of those contests. Maloney, a lot of speed. And a penalty coming here on Dubois. It'll be Dubois' second penalty of this first period. She served the too many players on the ice penalty. This is Montreal's 4th of the period.
And watch this back check by Shea Maloney. Gets in, lifts the stick of Boulier, and starts moving her feet the other way. And moving her feet does exactly that. Draws a penalty on Dubois. And that's one of the reasons why you've seen Shea Maloney's time on ice, her minutes played, increase exponentially over the season. She started with 6 to 7 minutes played in a game. Now she's up to 17. It's just incredible seeing what she's been able to do.
This is a Royal Tiger paper towel power play. Morin to Tapani. Boston's trying to cash in with the player advantage. They're 0 for their first 3 with a combined 4 shots. Tapani shoots, and it's padded wide. Knight was in front. Mueller deep in the corner. Morin. Tapani now, left side, back to Morin. Morin turns towards goal. They score! Hilary Knight tipped it in, and Boston's on the board. Oh, captain, my captain!
Hilary Knight doing what she does so well. Watch this shot from the point. Notice her net front. Screening, taking away the eyes, but she's so good with her stick. She's able to get it up. She starts up top, elevated at her hips, and drops it down. This is going to be a great look for that. See how her stick, she just follows the puck, grabs it with her toe, and moves her stick toward the ice. And by doing that, it deflects down low into the net for her team-leading 13th goal of the season.
Deep on the end line. Ljungblom takes it around. Right wing circle, gets some speed. Almost lost an edge. Greco marking her, and they score! What a feed! Amanda Boulier ties us up at 1. On a dot from Ljungblom.
Heads up, coming around the tops of the circle, looking the whole way, and notice who's wide open. Gets lost. That's a defense player. She pops in and just confuses the D, and no one knows who to take because she has rotated with her player up top, and this is just such a good heads-up, smart play all around by Boulier to be net front.
Team can maybe turn things around, but she seems pleased with the start so far, and that was a point of emphasis as she thought that they didn't start great. Tapani scores! On the breakaway, Boston's back in front.
Tapani is such a good goal scorer for the Boston Fleet. Has been doing it all season long, finding the back of the net. Look at Hilary Knight as she dishes it up to Tapani, finishes it top shelf, gorgeous goal. As she comes in, moves the puck, outstretched arm of Taban, and is able to go across the body over Desbiens' glove.
To her right, Taban. Taban creeping in, throwing it down low, past Dubois. Boulier puts the brakes on. Back to the top, Wilgren, the quarterback, makes a move, shoots, and scores! Anna Wilgren! A beautiful shot, and Montreal's even, 2-2.
Anna Wilgren has had such a good game so far today. Watch her shake, move the puck, and out of the position that the forechecker Alina Mueller had. Here's a great look at it, and it just hugs the pipe and in. What a perfect placement. But again, it's that little shot fake that draws Mueller out of the lane and is able to get a great look on net.
Less than a minute to go. Can either of these teams score in 4-on-4? Brant now, right side. Has Keppel all over. 45 seconds left. Boston trying to keep it in. Keller can't. Tracks back to her own blue line. And will swing behind Söderberg. 33, 32, 31 seconds left. Keller gets through. Left side. Keller going to take it all the way around. And slowed down by Erin Ambrose. Nice play by 23 in tan. Final 15 seconds. It's going to come free. Stacy has Poulin. Stacy pulls, gets to her forehand. Fakes the shot, drops it behind. Ambrose shoots, and it goes high. A beautiful last look for the Victoire. But for the 4th straight game and for the 7th time in their last 8 meetings, Boston and Montreal need overtime. Get your popcorn ready. Elaine Chuli needs 4.5 seconds to run off the clock to push us to a shootout. Boston's last shootout game was against New York. They won. Montreal's last shootout game was against Minnesota. They won, but Boston wants to end it in OT. 4.7 left. It's taken by Maloney. Keller's shot is into the netting with 0.3 to go. And that should just about do it for overtime.
I think that was a great face-off win by Shea Maloney, but unfortunately, you kind of want to pick. If you're on the hash mark, you want to pick the player coming out to give Megan Keller more time and space, but Kayla Barnes was able to sneak past Hilary Knight and get her stick on Keller's to deflect it.
.3 to go. Horn just sounded, and I think Hilary Knight was pleading to put a little more time on the clock. Whenever that puck hits the net, play is dead, and indeed, right on cue, a full second back on. Let's go to a shootout. Neither side with a huge quality chance so far, GG. Mueller's 1 for 2 on the season on shootout attempts. Going to take it far out to the left side, come back between the circles. She scores! Alina Mueller's got the first goal of the shootout.
And what a quick release. It looked like the puck was going to roll up on her just a little bit, but she corralled it perfectly as she goes wide, picks up speed, but slows down. Notice how she's on her outside edge. Looks like she's going to come around, but instead rips it top shelf.
Erin Ambrose is 0 for 3 on shootout attempts this year. Right side, tries to tuck it back in, and does! Beats Söderberg to the near post, and we stay in lockstep. Both teams 1 for 3.
Ambrose with the speed. Notice that little open up of her blade. Looks like she's going to shoot, but brings it to her backhand for a good finish.
Gable. Her first shootout attempt of the year. Backhand shot saved by Chuli. First big stop for Chuli. Boston's 1 for 4.
Chuli doing awesome. Look at this angle. This is a great show of it as she extends and reaches out with her glove to deny Gable.
Stacy is 1 for 4 on shootout attempts this year. Comes in with speed on the left side. Tries to beat Söderberg. It stayed out. Second time tonight, Stacy's been stood up by that same exact post.
All the speed in the world as Stacy is accelerating, cutting across, has Söderberg beat, but cannot quite angle it into the net.
Knight's going to try to put Boston up. They're 1 for 4. She snaps a shot, scores! A rocket from Hilary Knight. Boston is a save away from a shootout win.
What a bomb of a shot. Way to go, Hilary Knight.
Poulin out again for Montreal, and she scores. We need more than 5. Both teams 2 for 5. We will add one per side here on out until one team is in front.
Hilary Knight coming in and just letting it rip at the top of the circle for a gorgeous goal.
Tapani entered the game 2 for 4 on shootout attempts. She scores! Didn't get a shot off on her last. Scores this time.
Such a good move. Pulls it in tight, fakes the shot, comes around and is able to go top shelf.
Once again, Boston's a save away. Montreal deciding who will come back out, and it's Captain Clutch again. Her third shootout attempt out of Montreal's 6. The Victoire need one here. And a save made by Söderberg. Boston beats Montreal in a shootout. 3-2, the final.
What an awesome game. You hear the crowd, you see the excitement on the Boston Fleet faces as they explode out of their bench. It's such a playoff atmosphere it already feels like in this building. And to not just go 3 periods, and then not just overtime or 5-player shootout, but go into extra players in the shootout. It's just such a great way to end. And here's Boulier coming in, but Söderberg able to do the kick save and keep the puck out of the net on one of the best goal scorers in the PWHL.
Boston goes 3 for 6 in the shootout with the shootout game winner from Susanna Tapani. Montreal goes 2 for 6 in the shootout. Game-winning save from Emma Söderberg moments after Poulin beat her. She makes the big stop.